Johnson from Neuron Network. My background has been international banking, real estate investment, and also entrepreneurship, a variety of different companies in the past. All throughout my lifetime, I've struggled. Made millions of dollars and lost millions of dollars. I'm not proud to say that, but you know what? You ask Mr. Donald Trump, he'll tell you the same thing. It is about you learning from your mistake. I'm not here to tell you how to run your life, but I'm here to give you something that you might be able to use. The bottom line is, it is about what's in it for you. It's not about what's in it for me. So far, there are technologies that we can incorporate. And there are techniques out there that you can make a tremendous amount of income. And I'll tell you what, secrets will always stay secret. If you have the nerve to make complaints against the Treasury Department of how Goldman Sachs is operating their high-frequency system, you may be able to voice your opinion and maybe be heard. But at the same time, it is a matter of what type of a sacrifice do you need to make that statement? And what type of actual information do you need to have to make that statement and to be supported by it? The bottom line is, the government is there. It is a fail-safe proof system. It's been proven year after year. Yes, they do have some fallbacks, like everybody else. Nothing is 100% safe. You look at the bank system. Everybody thought there will not be a failure in the bank system, but look what happened. One bank after another. It was just like a domino effect, one taking out the other. And that's what the high-frequency system did. On May 6th, stock market has literally crashed just within minutes. It was down to 200 points, to 500 points, and 700 points down. Nobody realized what happened. Yes, there was a news over on the Eastern European side as to how the Greece is having some bank financial troubles, and that in itself created a momentum, created a volatility in the marketplace. Marketplace is there for one thing, that is to make money for themselves. They could care less about investors coming in. Well, let me tell you one thing. Stockbrokers, they do care, because if they don't perform, they will not make their commission checks. They do care. But at the same time, they always had another investor down the road. Meaning, if investor A goes down, they can rely on an investor B, C, and a D thereafter. They could care less about investor A. Eventually, investor A will come back. They'll figure out a way to get back into the marketplace. But it is all about, just like universities, as students enroll, out of 100, there may be 70% that's going to make through the first trimester. But the 30% will fail. Then on the second trimester, out of the 70, 50 will make through it. Then on the third, 45. Then on the final, maybe 40, maybe even up to 35% will graduate out of that semester. So it is about the system that as you fall into its place, there will be an elimination of the weak. Same thing with the financial market. The weak investors will fail. And let me tell you why they are weak. It's because they have a system that doesn't work. Only system that works at this day and age is a high-frequency trading system. It is a system that is fail-proof. It is a system that actually, it's like you're taking an examination and you are literally granted out an answer before you take the test. As a matter of fact, as you take the test, you can look at the answers and you can literally copy it down, and you will, every time you will get a 100% success ratio. You come out with an A+ on the final grade. That's what high-frequency trading does for you. Now, we have a system that is very, very similar. It is a system that is driven by color, because you know what? As long as you have a color system, 11 shades of green, 11 shades of red. So in between the colors, you will see from white all the way up to green, and you will see light pink, and you see the medium pink, and you will see a medium red, and to the dark red. So as you distinguish the difference between the color, you'll be able to put together a strategy where it will work for you just about every time. I'm looking at 9 out of 10 trades that you place within my instructions, you will be successful. If you don't follow my system, you're going to fail. I guarantee you. Yes, there's going to be a few times when you're going to, you win maybe 3 or 4 trades in a row. You're going to have an attitude. You're going to get cocky. And you're going to, at times, I really don't need Jeff anymore from Neuron Network. What do I need him for? I'll just buy the software. I'll just do my own thing. And you know what? If you want to do that, you're more than welcome. Everything is an open field. I have nothing to hide to you. You can buy the software. You can lease the software. I'll help you where to go ahead and deposit your money. You don't have to deposit money into my bank account. You're going to have control of your own money. You're going to have control of your own destiny, in other words. But at the same time, if you believe in me, and if you believe in my system, and you believe in our trading platform strategy, you will stay among with us ongoing. And we're going to play it as a team. It's like us playing Super Bowl into the year. Yeah, we're going to have elimination games. Then we're going to have a regional games. Then we're going to have a national games. And we're going to have a world trading affairs. We're going to continue to grow in knowledge. And you're going to become, not just as a regular investor, but you're going to become an educated investor. You're going to become savvy. You're going to be able to know exactly how you're going to trade your account. You're going to start from ground up with zero background, and I'm going to take you all the way up to the top, and you're going to become one of the best traders of the world. That's the bottom line. You don't have to give your money to the Goldman Sachs, to the Chase, B of A, Wells Fargo. Giving someone to manage your money, your portfolio, I mean, what a joke that is. Why don't you control your own destiny? Who says you can't manage your own money? Well, if you can't, you can go grab yourself an attorney or go grab a bookkeeper. You can put those systems in place yourself. You can do that. But I want you to go ahead and enroll into this course. Every day there's going to be free education. 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock East Coast time. It's free for 1 hour. And if you saw me on television, great. We may have some reduction on pricing for you. Yeah, and people love bonuses. If you got a certain programming, certain fee reduction, certain things, why not take advantage of it? And I'm going to do that because there are strategies out there to get you, because I have to get you into my pipeline. I mean, who are you kidding? This is about me enrolling you into my program. I'm not going to tell you that I don't need you. I need you. Everybody's hands and everybody's efforts is going to make a difference, because the more people that's involved here, we're going to have testimonials be put in place. Everybody's going to make their comments on a real chat in real time. And you're going to be able to see the real live trade that I'm going to go ahead and manage. I'm going to give you an area that you can focus on. It's like you going fishing. As you go out fishing, I'm going to tell you exactly what area that you should be looking for. Different parts of the lake has certain types of fish. If you want to get a small fish, great. Let's go ahead and go for the small trout. If you're going to go for a medium-sized bass, I know exactly where that's located. It's over there about 100 yards down. Cast it in a certain angle, and I'll tell you how fast you can throw your rod. So that way that actual bait and that sinker will get right to that location and be able to go into certain depth, and you'll be able to reel them in. And at the same time, I'll show you another area where you can go deep sea fishing, catch the big boys. Okay? So, it is a matter of having the technique. It's about, literally my system works so well that it's almost like cheating. And that's what Goldman Sachs does. That's what treasury units do. That's what banks do. They have the best system of the best. Their system is literally attached to the wall of NASDAQ It's grandfathered in for years. I mean, they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars of certain feed. When I say feed, it spells like this, F-E-E-D. That stands for electronic signals. Those are the numbers that's going to be delivered to your computer. And your computer will make the distinctions between when to buy and when to sell. Now, professional high-frequency trading systems will go in at a 500 milliseconds per trade. Out of 500 milliseconds per trade, when I mentioned that 500 milliseconds, that's half of a blink of an eye, and they can transfer and trade from 500,000 all the way up to 3 million shares at a time for every half a second. Imagine how much money they can make throughout the day. And also imagine they never fail. There's a group out there. They traded for 4 years. Only downtime they had was 3 days. 3 days of downtime in 4 years of trading. Maximum loss per one of those days were $3,000 negative in the hole. Now, you tell me, that is cheating, isn't it? If you really think about it. Well, let me tell you how they put that system together. All they did was, it was a one-man operation. He opened up an office, had 2 different computers. He hired 2 different video gamers. They went ahead and tweaked the motherboard on the CPU. They went ahead and clocked it. They got the feed connected to the NASDAQ server. NASDAQ sold them the numbers, every sequence of it. And so as the techniques, as the trade gets activated, the computer can detect the buying price and the selling price. So a computer can go ahead and tell the difference between the two. He'll buy and sell it immediately and make the cash. Now, granted, it's so fast that you have to buy, you got to buy as many units as you can. When I say units, meaning shares. So, but you got to buy multiples of it, right? Then you buy, sell, and you quit, buy, sell, and you can sell and buy. You can do reversal. And you're going, well, hold it a minute. How do you make money going backwards? It's like driving your car backwards. How can you get there if you're going backwards? Well, it's like this. It doesn't matter whether you go up or down as long as you move to a certain location. It's like you finding a piece of gold, or let's say a piece of gold coin on the ground. You see a gold coin right there, you reach to the front and grab that one. All of a sudden you turn around, there's another gold coin on the back side of you, and you grab that. So if the gold coin is there, front and the back, why not pick it up, right? Same thing with this technique. It's called hedging. That's why do you think those funds are out there hedging? The hedge funds. You know, you thought it was a glorious name, right? You're hedging, that's what it is. You're going back and forth, just like clockwork. Now, in order to do that, you gotta know exactly all the mathematical formulas. I mean, if you gotta know all the mathematical formulas, you might as well go become an Einstein. It's no way in the heck you can figure all that out. You gotta have 4 years of college, maybe masters of statistical reasoning, thermodynamics. You might as well get a physicist degree. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So what I'm telling you is, you have to figure out who has this type of a technology and who can help you every single day. That's if you want to trade every day. That person has to be there for you. It's like you're playing soccer. If you don't have, I used to play soccer, and I play in the middle center halfback position, and I got to have a right half and a left half, and I got to have a front line, center forward, right wing, and a left wing, and I got the back fullback, and you got the goalkeeper that's going to protect the goal from being scored. So you got to have your team in place. So same thing with this. If you're going to be a Lone Ranger, you're going to fail. I guarantee you. Lone Ranger doesn't work here. Okay? Team concept. Why not share your knowledge with other people that's looking for help? And I'm here to help you. And if you don't want any help, I understand. Because this system will literally show you when to get in and how to get in and how you can be prosperous. And also at the same time, it will teach you how to do your money management. Because if you don't know how to manage your money, you might as well just go ahead and say goodbye to this whole thing. Because as you make money, you're going to have to learn how to take some, put some aside, take some, put some aside. And just continue from that. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a little heads up on the high frequency system that we use that same technology, we use the algorithm, we tweaked it for the real time. So you're going to see the actual trade, and it's by tick basis, and also it goes by time frame as well. So we got a combination of different ways to do trading. It's like you can drive a go-kart, you can drive a medium-sized car, or you can drive a Ferrari here. So I'm going to give you different selections. Start small, and then work your way up. And when you get to the top, you're gonna thank me for this. You know, I've been watching the Forex market. I've started with stock market to begin with. I lost my shorts in stock market. And you gotta have deep pockets to start, because they don't want you to day trade. Because, you know, they didn't believe in that concept 12, 13 years ago. They scrutinized all the day traders. But you know what? Day traders got smart. They're going, as long as you got the system, as long as we see a system that if it breaks the trend line, we're going to sell. If it breaks up, we're going to buy. But you know, that's not what this is all about. Nowadays, the system is so volatile. You don't know which way is up or which way is down now. Okay? And the systems out there, visually, you can't tell whether the market's going to crash or market's going to go down or up. You have no idea. So, you got to have a system that works. And just by watching us, and watching the diagrams as I teach you every day, you're going to have your mentors. Yeah, you're going to get the best system. You can either buy it, like I said, you can lease it. Okay, I think you can lease it for $150 a month. You can buy it for a couple of $1,000. You're going to say, wow, $2,000, that's a lot of money. But you know what? It's like you having a money tree in the backyard. If there's a money tree back there, you go out and you pick out the fruit every single day. And you know exactly what time do you get out there to take it off from the branch. And it's there for you. It's just a matter of timing. You can't just go out there and just pick everything that you see on site. You're gonna crash and burn, I guarantee you. Okay, so you know, it's up to you. You know, you don't have to get involved if you don't want to. But I think you should, because you owe it to yourself. Because the system out there is out there to get you. Gas prices going up. Okay? Everything you buy, food items, is going up. I mean, we've had floods. Okay? We had tornado attacks. Okay? We had earthquakes. Look what happened to Japan. All right? That created a volatility in the marketplace. I mean, you should have seen the euro-yen tumble that day. And I traded that time. It tumbled in one day 260 points. You know what that means? Each point could be worth, if you think making $100,000 a year is a lot of money, it is. But you know what? You should be able to make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year with the snap of your finger, as long as you stick with the principles that follow the steps. Steps are easy if you follow it. You know, it's like everything else. You know, if you meet with the professional soccer players, you know, you ask them, how was it? How was soccer when you grew up? Was it fun? It goes, oh yeah, of course. Did it get harder as you increase in age? Yeah, it got harder physically, but mentally, it was a matter of playing smart. You got to play your strategies. So strategies is most important. It's not about, you got to have the technique. It's not about how strong you are, how fast you are. It's all about what's up here. And at the same time, you got to be able to, smart enough to be able to see what is out there that you can actually get your hands on, and be able to use that tool to make it work for you. Because there's plenty of tools out there on the internet. Well, just go ahead and type in Forex in your Google and go to town with it. Find out what you can find out. You're going to see, you know, Forex broker dealers all over the map. Oh, join us, we'll give you a bonus, you know, free money, sign up, You're going to see it all. But you know what? You will never see a system like ours. We've already been there. We've been there and done that. Our system's up there. Okay? Our system is Gale. It's the way I teach. You can get the software. I mean, we'll make a ton of money on you. We will. Because if you don't buy it, somebody else is going to buy it, and they're going to come in and buy the system, and they're going to learn from us, and they're going to make money no matter what. You don't have to get involved if you don't want it. There's plenty of people out there that we can find someone that's looking for something. You know, some of you may be getting laid off. Maybe you need a change. Maybe your co-worker, he's younger than you are, or she is younger than you are, and that person got on board taking almost half of your salary. Okay, it's a young person doesn't have the kind of overhead like you have. If you have a husband and a wife and kids, and you got the couple of cars, you got the pets, you got a vacation home on the side that you go on weekends. If you got all that, yeah, your living standards are very high. But if you're single right out of college, instead of making $150,000, $200,000 a year, that single person just came out of college will take your job for $75,000, maybe $50,000 a year. Your boss is going to be happy because he got somebody that's young and sharp, and you're still on board because you're still doing a good job. But what happens if that person does the kind of work just as good as you do, makes $50,000 a year, and you're making $150,000, and what do you think your boss is going to do for you? One day, your boss is going to have his cup of coffee. He's going to look at the performance of the performer between you and that young person, and he's going to go, you know, well, the economy is kind of tough, so maybe I can use that as an excuse to maybe make some changes. They call it modification. It sounds really important, doesn't it? It's called a pink slip. Hello, pink slip. I remember my father worked for Boeing. After military career of 25 years in military in the Army, got himself a job for working for Boeing. You know, like they say, you know, if you're a veteran, if you quit, if you retire or quit your job and you don't work anymore, your mental state slows down, and sometimes people die. Those are some of the things I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just, you know, just talking out loud. But he found a job at Boeing. He ended up working with them for 18 years, and you know what? On the 18th year, they decided to get rid of him because they make a bunch of excuses. He was with the union. He got let go anyway. He wanted to get reinstated. He tried to get the support from the union. He wouldn't get the support anymore from the union. So anyway, he got let go. You know, he's now 70 years old. Yeah, he has a house paid for. He has his retirement from his army. You know, he feels good about himself, and I'm glad he was a patriot, and you know, he gave to the country. But at the same time, when he saw that pre-setup of terminating him, it really broke his heart. And I even told him, Dad, don't let those people run your life. You know, and I thank you for what you did for me. You know, he gave me good. He sent me to a great institution. Okay, I went to Seattle Pacific University, played NCAA soccer. I received a third degree in Taekwondo, martial arts, at a younger age. Got good education. Got married. Found a good job in engineering. Opened up different businesses and failed. You know, when you fail, you fall down, you get up and dust it off, and you keep going. And that's what I did. And this is a great country. You can do anything you want. But at the same time, you have to be, you know, you have to be serious. You know, you got to keep your vision open. You know, you can't have a tunnel vision. You can't do that. If you don't focus on something, you can have a tunnel vision just for a short while, but at the same time, you have to be perceptive. You know, stop acting like you're living in a cage. You're like living in a cave, I should say, not in a cage. Sorry about that. But, you know, I am at a point where I'm so fed up with the American system of economics. Everybody is out there to get you. And right now, the stock market is the best place for you to go in and take your money, because money is there. It's like Las Vegas. It's like you're having a system to go to Las Vegas, and what happens if you can still use a little bit of a computer system and you hook it up to a slot machine, and you know you go and crank those handles and the money keep coming out. And if Las Vegas let you do that, would you use that same system? You'd probably go there every single day and just go and cranking out the money, wouldn't you? But you know what? They figured out a way to get rid of that technology because they say you're cheating. They even asked you, you can't come in if you're counting cards, memorizing all the cards, because it's giving you the edge. You know? So what we have is a system that actually you can see it. You can see the money that you're making. How can you go wrong with that? So, you know, take a look at what I have to offer. If it works for you, join up. Okay? So stop being a pessimistic. You're always thinking, oh, that guy is out there, he's going to just take my money and run. And you know what? I want to build something for you here. So, you know, if you think I'm a flake, you're making a big mistake. Okay? Stop judging. Don't judge me. You have no right to judge me. And I have no right to judge you. I'm just giving you something that maybe it's something you can use. You know, I've spent 11 years in trading of Forex. I hate the stock market because there's too much ifs. In Forex, yeah, there's certain main pairs that I'm going to trade. And you know what? It goes this way, it goes that way. Yeah, there's going to be news that's going to come up. You got to pay attention to the news. I'm going to tell you, before the news breaks out, I'm going to tell you to stop trading. Because news is something that you really don't want to trade in. But our system is so tight. I mean, if you see how it works, it will literally turn green at a certain level. You will only get into a trade when certain parameters gets placed. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can count to 4, you're in. Then if you can count to 4 at the end, you can get out as an exit. So I'll tell you every step of the way. Just trust me on this. Okay? Just trust me. Go ahead and sign up and just click that little icon. Just click it. You know, download your website. Download this software. You know, try it for a week. I think maybe it's a couple of weeks now. Okay, try it for a week or two. If it works for you, do it. If it doesn't work, I'll give you money back. Okay? You just got to promise me. You got to show me exactly what type of a trade that you've done. You got to show me all the facts. You know, don't give me this excuse of, oh, I went in and I lost all my money. Don't give me that excuse. There's no such excuse like that. Okay? So, anyways, what I want you to do is just think hard about what you can do for yourself. Don't do it for me. Well, maybe you can do something for your wife, for your kids' education. Because your kids are they're going to grow older and older and older, and you better have your ducks in a row. Because if you don't have your ducks in a row, you're going to be one embarrassing cat. They're going to look at you and go, well, what did Dad do today? What did Dad do last year? What did Daddy build for me? What did he do? Did he open up a business? Did he save any money in the bank account for me? Did he get some insurance where he can go ahead and cash it out so that I can go to college with it? That's what my parents did. They were working with a group I can't name, but they took out insurance against it, and they paid for my 3 months of school. And then later, I ran out of money. I had to quit school. I couldn't finish. I had 1 more year to go. I quit and I ended up getting married. What a dumbest thing I've done. At the age of 21, getting married. I mean, I was out of my mind. I told my parents I was in love. I mean, what a stupidest thing that I've done. But you know what? We live and learn, right? So, I'm here to tell you, I'm not perfect, but I found something that really worked for me. And I want to be able to teach you and teach. Matter of fact, I have a gentleman, I'm teaching his son. He's only 17 years old. In Tennessee, it's legal for them to go ahead and buy certain things and go into bars or whatever. I think it's the age of 17 years old. And he tried to get into the account here in California, but you got to be 18, so he had to get his parents' permission to open up accounts. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you know what, if you have the ability to drive a car, if you understand how you can drive a car on the road and worry about not running off the road and staying in the, from the center lane, and if you're on the right hand lane, you'll be able to stay in the one lane and exchange to another lane and make sure you don't bump into guardrails. If you know how to do that, if you know how to make a right-hand turn and a left-hand turn, you can do it. So I just want to say thank you for listening, and I'll see you way up ahead. You're going to be very successful. Okay? You're a champ. Don't worry about what other people tell you. Just do it. Okay?